Hi everyone, I'm S. Prakash, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. My topic is a corporate law third unit. The topic is the impact of issuing equity shares with preference shares. Okay, what is the equity shares? The equity shares are ordinary stocks issued by a company for a purpose of raising capital to expand their businesses. So, investors who purchase equity share you need to get partial ownership of the company. The number of equity shares and investors buys the portions of ownership in the company. As equity shares are non-redeemable, the act of the term source of financing companies is by investing in equity shares you can get benefits such as in dividends and capital appreciation. However, dividends are not fixed and keep fluctuating. So it's very important in the equity shares of preference shares. It is a company earns more profit, then the shareholders receive more profit and vice versa. About the voting rights, and equity shareholders also enjoy that right to vote when it comes to deciding on critical matters of the company. The stakes can be traded in the market through the stake exchange. The next, the different types of equity shares. The first one is a authorized share capital. The authorized share capital, it's a very a total number of shares company is legally permitted to the issue as defined and its memorandum of association. It is a MOU. It is the maximum potential for equity funding and distinct from the shares actually issued under the outsourcing. So the next, bonus shares. The bonus shares are additional shares issued of a company to existing shareholders at no cost under corporate actions. The shares are distributed proportionally the number of shares each and existing. So companies typically use accumulated earnings as a resource to issue the bonus shares, and which allows them to the reward investors without distributing cash dividends. The next, SWAT equity shares and the subscribed shares and the right shares, issued share capitals and the paid up capital. It is everything, it is included to the advantages in the share investments. The first one is a dividend and the capital gain, limited liability, excess control, and right shares and bonus shares, liquidity share, stock split. It is everything is a advantages. The disadvantages is a dividend in the non-fixed controllability and a high risk and fluctuating in the market prices and a limited control and residential claims. It is almost as a equity shares investment. So the next, going to the preference share. So what is a preference share? The preference share are those that offer shareholders fixed dividend. The preferred shareholders are given their dividends before the equity shareholders receive their. However, preference shareholders do not get the right of vote participate in the decision making events of the company. In terms priority and repayment of capital, preference share can be ranked between debt and equity. The companies issue preference shares for raising capital. There is a specific type of preference stake that receives arrears of dividends. In case the bankruptcy and the preferred shareholders are get priority over common shareholders and receive the company's assets before them. At any point of time, you can convert your preference shares into equity share. So the next is a convertible preference shares. The convertible preference shares is very type of preferred stake stock that can be exchanged for a common share after a specific period or upon the occurrence of a certain events. The like traditional shares, the offer investors the fixed dividend, the payment, but also the potential to benefit from the increases in the value of company's common stock. So the common stock is a non-convertible share. The non-convertible shares is very usefully, and a non-convertible preference shares and non-dependence investment securities, and cannot be. It is everything. It's included to the share capital and the preference capitals equity shares. So it is very much important to this topic. Thank you.